community over the past 2 hours or so, 3 hours, is that I love DNA Lab. I love DNA Lab so much. Especially when we get to see 2 different characters on DNA. We get to see Max and we get to see Cobra. I am not even bringing out the clapback and Astro trying to explode some stuff. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Both staying pretty quick to stay in the center. Astro immediately trying to use that tube to cover up a little bit of his girth. Max Brass is a very wide boy, very easy to hit with Cobra's huge arms. So definitely makes some sense to try to use those tubes a little bit early. Avoiding that grab, just knocking it down and hitting Aya with that explosion with ease. Aya's pretty close to having a rush and being able to counter. Oh, Astro getting it off first and not even caring that Aya could put him in that 25% danger zone. There we go. Aya's rush ends up connecting, takes that 285 off. Not quite enough to bring him down to that 25% mark, but that throw will, that grab will. And Aya is this close. Both of them are so close. They just need one more hit off Brass, especially a big danger, but does not matter when you've got the power of hitting his own arms on your side to cause a little bit of explosive damage. And Astro playing a little bit more aggressively to start off the match, really cementing himself down in the center of the stage there against Aya, not giving her the opportunity to jump up and get a little bit of a height advantage with her attacks. Already has a rush fully built up. Aya's going to be there any second now, and she's able to dodge most of his, but still gets hit with that 170. That is a big chunk of her health, and something huge to come back from with how much health Astro still has. There we go. Aya hits with her own rush, getting that 300, bringing that health bar a little bit more back to even, and following up with getting that grab for 170. A little bit more of an even match now, but Astro does have those permanently buffed arms, just like SNG Springman when he hits that 25%. Does not matter because Aya is able to get that grab and in the match, taking round 1 off of Astro. I tell you, the Balloon Boy fan club is going to be in full force after that first match. For sure, 100%. Oh, and now they want to do randoms. Okay, so they're getting everything because I said so. So, Scrapyard, Buster Beach, Sky Arena, Via, Temple Ground, Sparring Ring, Spring Stadium, that one. Cool, yeah, we got everything. All right. Good luck, have fun, enjoy your randoms. I hope you get DNA Lab again. I swear to God, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Again, really? I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out if I have to commentate one more game after this one on DNA. I'm gonna crash out. But this isn't about me. This is about them. This is about them right now. And Aya trying to take off a little bit more health so that way Astro does not build up an early lead over her health-wise. They're pretty even now, but Astro is getting really good at making sure that curve connects. Disabling her arm, making sure she can't really do much of anything, but she's fighting back pretty steadily, making sure she can keep some of the ground that he's trying to take from her, but he goes right in, grabs that rush, and brings her down to pretty close. He just needs to get one more hit off, and that is a round 1 for Astro right there. All right, and starting off round 2, Aya a little bit more on the offensive, immediately busting out that rush, almost avoiding that tube entirely and getting over 200 health off of Astro, all within the first couple seconds of the match. That's insane. Aya trying to stay a little bit further away, but still be a little dominant over that center, trying to get that grab, but Astro counters with his own and sends her flying into that tube, ruining that little advantage for everybody in the process, and making sure that he saw that opportunity to land that rush, and he took it. Both are, well, we're pretty even up until that grab. Astro definitely being a little bit more offensive now, compared to what he was in that first match. Because he is definitely not keen to let Aya walk all over him and take the win, but she doesn't really care. She's going to go ahead and do it anyway and takes round 2 off of Astro. We will see who wins round 6 of DNA Lab in this matchup. Aya starting out strong, immediately smacking out with those arms, throwing hands. You can tell how hungry both of these players are for this win. Astro cannot be dethroned, and Aya wants to be the one to do it. She's getting smacked around by that rush though. Astro just being a little bit too offensive, a little too dominating, and that is hard to get around when it comes to Max Fresh. You would think he would be a really easy target, but he's the commish for a reason. He is solid, but not solid enough to avoid that huge rush from Aya. She just needs to get that one more hit off him. If she can do it, or hit that explosive arm and get that little bit of chip, she ends up taking the round and moving us over to round 3. But we'll see if she can continue dodging his attacks and getting that win. It is close. Both of them just need that one hit to connect, and there it is for Astro getting that round 3 win. That round 6 win on DNA Lab, moving us to round 3 and tying things up 1-1. And just waiting on Astro to get resituated here. Waiting on that good ready up before we can go and begin running it back there. There we go. Speak of the devil. See, kids, if there's anything that I can teach you about commentating and putting on the headset, it is 2 important life lessons. 1, don't be scared. It's just talking about things. And 2, being passive aggressive moves the world. It is an important skill to have, especially as we are winding right back up to this round 1, and both players are trying to just make sure they are at the advantage, backing each other into a corner. Aya slapping Astro onto that high ground early on and really cementing an advantage here. She's going to be the first that's going to be able to pop open that rush here. And we'll see if that does help build up a little bit of an advantage for her. Oh, and Astro starting to come in with his own grab, taking away a good chunk of health from Aya. Between that grab for 170 and that punch for 110, definitely makes a very quick work out of Aya's total health pool there. Still a way to go, and Aya ends up popping that rush. Astro shields, pops his own, and ends up getting the tail end of it to knock that 200 off of her, bringing the match a little bit more even. But Aya immediately retaliates, explodes him, pops him right back. The 2 are so close, so neck and neck, so tight when it comes to health. Aya's got him down to that last 25%. I hope she has a plan to knock him down that remaining amount. It is significantly harder when he does have that reflect as well as those perma buffed arms. And there it is. Aya is able to get that round 1 win. And I just realized man, the game really had me going there for a little bit, because I gotta do this little number like mid-match, because I wasn't paying attention. Man, that's awful. I hate this game. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Aya starting off with an incredibly strong lead and immediately getting hit by that rush to go and bring it back a little bit more even, putting them both back at a fairly even level of health. The two really just trading blows back and forth, taking Aya will take one chunk, Astro will take the next, and Aya getting that grab, really cementing her lead within this round, within this matchup. We'll see if she can get this last punch off without needing to pop a rush. Astro has a little bit to go in order to wear her down. He does end up having a rush. He could if he finds the opportunity in any moment, but he can't. Aya finds that opportunity first and ends up taking round 3 off of Astro. Now, with this next round, Aya could possibly take it all and send Astro down to losers finals to play off SNG one more time, or Astro can always bring it back. Oh, they're going back to Temple. Okay, cool. Awesome. Astro has decided it is time to take the kid gloves off, though, getting rid of that max press and heading straight into that coil. Making sure he can really utilize the height advantage that this map can give him, starting from that high ground and using Coyle's floating ability to get way up there. Both being very reluctant up until just now to actually be able to take a hit off of each other. Astro getting a solid advantage with that little bit of poison chip damage. He's been able to double it. Not a lot of people really end up using those poison arms, but they are super helpful for not necessarily that chip damage, but that little bit of stutter that prevents the character from moving every half second or so there. It is a huge debuff in the grand scheme of things, and it shows. As soon as that poison was applied, that lets Astro go and get that perfect comboing everything so effectively. That rush, everything. We'll see if Astro can go for the repeat. We're already not going to end up seeing a perfect, but Aya is definitely applying some pressure, getting that rush and getting that chip damage, busting that arm down. Again, disabling that arm. Aya is doing everything she can to just gimp him and make sure that he can't end up doing anything. Astro gets a little bit off of that rush to get 170 off of Aya, but she is still at a huge advantage so far in the match. And Astro went ahead. He was able to get that poison on her. We'll see if he can compound that and get a little bit more chip damage. Aya going for that rush, whiffs it. Not able to get that to connect into anything but a shield. That is okay for that little bit of chip damage, and she can start building that up again, and she is going to need to, because Astro almost has his rush available, and there it is. He can pop that. There it is. And he whiffs it as well. He gets a little bit of damage on that last punch, but just does not connect most of it. Aya is down a good bit. I was about to say significantly, but it's still close to where she can bring it back. Especially now that she has her rush charged and ready to go. There it is. And more shields. More shields. They are just not letting each other get caught in 4K with those rushes. It is not happening today. Now, we have 4 seconds left. So if we just stall the timer. No, doesn't even need to stall the timer. Astro ends up getting that hit at the literal last second in order to secure that win. We are going to round 5. Next round, winner takes all. Do you guys want randoms again? Question mark. Yeah, you guys are getting randoms again. Okay, you're not saying anything different. Very cool. Oop. Almost forgot Scrapyard. That way it's true randoms. There you go. Enjoy Buster Beach. All right, so starting out strong, Aya making sure not to go backwards into that no-no zone to where she would end up getting put into that corner, a little hard to get out of. Astro is a little bit more carefree because it doesn't really matter too much when you're in the air, but both trying to stay on the offensive. Aya making sure she's using that clapback just to avoid that hit from that right arm of Coyle, making sure she doesn't get any more of that poison afflicted to get that chip damage or that extra little jitter. But Astro finding a way through that clapback, hits with the rush for 200, getting a good chunk of that health off of her. We'll see if Aya now has that rush ready and available, if she can use that effectively to, yes, she can. Yes, she can. And that gets 345 right there off of Astro, making it a much more even game. Aya at a little bit of an advantage. And now Astro backed into a corner, was able to get out of it though. Aya may be coming off a little too strong, a little too aggressive. We'll see if she can bring it back. It just needs one more hit from Coyle in order for that round one to go to Astro. But we'll see if she can evade enough. If she can pop this rush off, there is a potential path for victory. And no, there just isn't enough chip damage. There is not enough chip damage. And now Astro will start round two with a fully charged rush gauge that he could just use right off the bat. Don't see why he would do that though. That'd be silly. And Aya needs to pick up the slack to go and get herself in that same kind of position. Both are pretty even now from the start of the round. Astro having a little bit of a harder time dodging Aya's fairly straight punches. Now that she's ditched the clapback, she's decided shield ain't working, so she has dropped it. But that does allow Astro to get those rushes off a little bit easier. Aya going in for the rush, gets hit by a shield though, nearly breaks it, but gets grabbed towards the end of it. Just needs a really solid way to break through Astro's defensive. He is playing it very safe, very shielded, but still in a fairly good position where it is not safe for her to go for that grab. He tries getting that rush in, doesn't work, doesn't happen, and she gets that grab, getting maybe a little bit more of an advantage. Got hit. No poison applied though. Thankfully got hit with the left arm, not the right one. And now Aya, she does have that full rush gauge, just like last time. If she can find an opening, if she can find a way, she can make this match a little bit more even to end the round. Maybe she can do that after that grab. Maybe she goes for it. There it is. Does she connect? No. And again, just like last time, doesn't even need to be enough chip damage. Astro ends up getting the grab out of her rush to take the win for round 5, moving on to grand finals.